What if I told you that within the first 10 minutes of being near a woman, she has already decided how she feels about you? Not based on what you said, not based on how funny you were or how confidently you introduced yourself. Based on something far more primal, far more honest than words could ever be. Her body already told you everything. The question is, were you listening? Welcome. I am so glad you found this video today because what you are about to learn changed everything for the men who truly understood it. We are going to explore something most people never talk about openly: the silent language. A woman's body speaks before she utters a single syllable. These are not tricks. These are not games. These are deeply human signals, rooted in psychology and emotion, that reveal exactly where her heart is leaning. Stay with me until the very end because the most powerful insight I am going to share with you comes last. And trust me, you do not want to miss it. So let us step into that first 10 minutes together and learn to hear what she is already saying without words. Sign number 1, the direction of her feet. Picture this. You are at a gathering, standing in a small group, and she is talking to someone else. She is laughing, she seems engaged, but something pulls your attention. Her feet. Quietly, almost unconsciously, they are pointed directly toward you. Not toward the person she is speaking to, toward you. This is one of the most honest signals the human body ever sends. The feet are the part of us least controlled by social performance. We train our faces to smile politely. We train our voices to sound neutral. But our feet? They follow our genuine desire without permission. When a woman's feet point in your direction, her subconscious is already leaning into you even if her words haven't caught up yet. Pause for a moment and think about this the next time you are in a room with her. The takeaway: look down before you look into her eyes. Her feet will always tell you the truth first. Sign number 2, the touch she gives herself. There is a gesture so subtle most men walk right past it. When a woman is in your presence and feeling that quiet spark of attraction, she may feel a sense of calm and contentment. She will often begin to touch herself, not in an obvious way, but in the softest, most intimate way. She runs her fingers along her collarbone. She slowly strokes her own on wrist. She touches her neck as you speak. Psychology tells us this is called self-touching, and it is a self-soothing response to heightened emotion. When your presence creates a kind of warmth inside her that she is not quite ready to express outwardly, her hands begin to reflect it. She is essentially, without realizing it, rehearsing tenderness. She is touching herself the way some quiet part of her wonders if you might. Let that sink in for a second. The takeaway: when she touches herself gently in your presence, she is feeling something she has not yet found words for. Sign number 3, the smile that reaches her eyes. Not every smile is created equal. You already know this. You have seen the polite smile, the one that appears at the right moment, stays the right length of time, and disappears cleanly. It is perfectly crafted. It means nothing intimate. Then there is the other smile, the one she cannot quite control. It starts slowly. It reaches her eyes, and when it does, you will notice small, soft lines appear at the corners. Psychologists call these Duchenne markers, the involuntary signals of genuine emotion that cannot be faked. When she smiles at you this way, especially if she looks away right after, almost shyly, what you're witnessing is not politeness. It is delight. Pure, unguarded delight in the fact that you exist in her space. The takeaway: a smile she cannot hold still is a feeling she cannot hold back. Sign number 4, how quickly she mirrors you. Sit across from her. Watch what happens when you lean forward slightly, or tilt your head, or adjust the way you are holding your glass. Does she follow? Not immediately, not in an obvious mirroring game kind of way, but gently, almost like an echo with a small delay. Mirroring is one of the brain's most beautiful involuntary responses to connection. When we feel emotionally attuned to someone, our bodies begin to synchronize with theirs. It is as though two instruments slowly tuning to the same note. When a woman mirrors your posture, your pace, even your breathing rhythm, she is not performing, she is resonating. Her nervous system has recognized yours as safe, as interesting, as worth drawing close to. Pause and feel how profound that really is. The takeaway: when her body begins to move like yours, her heart has already begun to move toward you. Sign number 5, the le. A conversation is happening. Maybe you are seated across from each other. Maybe you are standing at a bar. But at some point she leans in. Not because she cannot hear you, the room is not that loud. She leans in because her body wants to close the distance that her manners are telling her to keep. The lean is intimate. It is voluntary and involuntary at the same time. She makes the decision to move, but the desire behind that movement is entirely honest. And notice where she leans. Toward your words? That is intellectual interest. Toward your presence, tilting her whole upper body, perhaps lowering her voice as though sharing something just for you that is something warmer. Something far more personal. The takeaway, the lean is her body's way of saying, I want less space between us. Sign number 6, the eyes that linger just a moment too long. Eye contact is powerful. But the most revealing signal is not the contact itself, it is what happens in the half second after it breaks. She holds her gaze a moment beyond what is socially necessary, and when she finally looks away, she does not just glance to the side, she looks down. Softly, almost reflectively. In psychology, the is downward gaze after prolonged eye contact is associated with internalized emotion. She is processing something that just passed between you. She is sitting with it. That is not distraction. That is absorption. You created a feeling in her and she needed a private moment to feel it fully. The takeaway, when she holds your gaze and then looks gently down, you have moved something inside her. Sign number 7, the voice she uses only with you. This one is the most delicate of all, and it requires you to listen very carefully. When a woman is drawn to someone, her voice changes. It softens. The pace slows almost imperceptibly. There is a warmth that enters it, like she has turned down the volume on the rest of the world and is speaking just to you. Sometimes it drops lower. Sometimes it becomes slightly breathier. It is not performance. It is intimacy making its way into sound before it has found its way into language. If you notice that the voice she uses with you feels different from the voice she uses with everyone else in the room, quieter, more deliberate, more personal, then something is already being communicated that words alone could never carry. The takeaway, where and she speaks to you differently than she speaks to the world, you have already become someone different to her. Here is what I want you to really hear right now. You have probably spent years wondering what she was thinking, wondering if you were reading things right, wondering if what you felt between you was real or imagined. And I want you to know it was real. She was communicating with you the entire time in the only language that never lies. The body does not perform desire. It reveals it. And now that you know how to listen, truly listen, you will never again have to wonder if she feels it. Because she will have already told you. The first 10 minutes are never just small talk. They are a symphony, and now you know how to hear it. Every glance, every lean, every soft smile that lingers just a second too long, these are her words. Her truest words. If this opened something in you today, if it made you see connection a little differently, please give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear what resonated with you most. And if you want more insights like this one, subscribe and stay close because we are just getting started. Read. Remember this: understanding a woman begins the moment you learn to listen without your ears.